Hello once again, Star Wars Unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba. Something a little old, something new. So today we're going to do a little bit of a throwback unboxing and a brand new unboxing, right? So why don't we actually start with the new unboxing, since a lot of those, depending on what's in there, I'm not sure if it's a 3 3/4 inch, in which case it's just going to be in the card, or if it's a Black Series, and depending on the Black Series, we might just do a double unboxing. We will wait and see. But the two items that we'll get to after that are some more titanium figures. These are figures that were thankfully saved in the flood of 2021, but I have decided to unbox them anyway because they're just a little bulky, and I like that they kind of come in their own packaging as well. And you can actually look up previous videos. I've unboxed a few of these, and they're kind of nice. They have a nice little display case. So we'll get to these in a little bit, but let's start with our Entertainment Earth. Before we do, though, oh man, I gotta tell you, a little mini rant here. I have really been trying to keep track of the figures that I've ordered. You know, back in the day when we would order a figure here or a figure there, but do most of our figure shopping in the Toys R Us or Walmart or Target, it was a little bit easier to keep track of everything because you would have more things in hand at one shot. You'd go to a store and you find like 5 figures and you pick them all up. Now, you know, Entertainment Earth and these other companies like Dorkside Toys, Brian's Toys, you know, and not to mention Hasbro Pulse, Walmart online, Target online, Amazon.com. I am having trouble keeping track of it all. I was doing okay for a while, but then so many orders came in through, and they were like, and you were desperate to make sure you got them, so you were making sure you were on your computer at 1 p.m., you know, or 10 a.m. Pacific time, and you had to make sure, and then they would jump up, and then you would go after them. Oh my God, it's so confusing sometimes. So, you know, maybe it's just me getting older. Maybe the younger generation can keep better track of this. I don't know. What do you think, Grogu? Anything? No? Okay. But I just have had a hard time. In fact, I've ended up, but I ended up doing a little activity where I've actually made double orders. I've ordered some things that I swear I ordered them, but I can't find their receipts anywhere or their emails anywhere. And then I look more deeply in my emails and I find them after I've ordered them already. Like I might have ordered something on Entertainment Earth that I also ordered on Amazon. But that's okay. Since these are all new toys, any doubles I make, I'll either keep one in a package or unbox the other one. But more commonly what I do is donate them to Toys for Tots around the holidays. So that'll probably be, there's a few figures that I'm thinking about putting in as donations for this coming year. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But let's get to this one. They send me emails when the items ship. But I'm between work and other things going on, it's kind of hard to always remember exactly what it is. I know it's Entertainment Earth, so I know it's going to be a Star Wars toy. That's the only thing I order there. And this is what I was hoping for. This is the fourth and final set of the boxed Heir to the Empire Black Series Luke Skywalker. I had done an episode about a month ago where I had the other 3, which was the Karnor Jax Crimson Empire figure, the Jackson Rabbit creature figure, and the Darth Maul, spidery legs Darth Maul figure. Okay, so this is the 4th one, and here he is. And I'm not going to take this one out right now, maybe later, but it's a really cool Luke Skywalker with his kind of tank top, almost pseudo kind of Dagobah Empire Strikes Back look. Get him a little bit closer there. And I do like that he comes with an Issa Lamiri, that little slug-like creature that's there. What is an Issa Lamiri, you might ask? Well, read the Heir to the Empire and Timothy Zahn trilogy that originally came out. These were creatures that were force repellents. Yeah, it was like actually spraying off bug repellent on your body, only instead of it repelling bugs, these creatures would repel the force, which I thought was an interesting thing. And an interesting thing to include with Luke Skywalker, because it would not have been something, I don't recall him kind of having one as a pet, but a pretty cool thing. And this comes in kind of a book format. It's got the Lucasfilm 50th anniversary on the back. I believe this is based on the comic book, obviously based on a comic book as opposed to the novel, because the comic book kind of gave us a visionary look of the figure. So That is pretty cool. So I'm excited about this one. I've kind of have these lined up on a bookshelf. I'm not a big fan of doing that, to be honest with you. I think the figure should be displayed outwardly and prominently. So I might eventually end up opening this one up, but not just yet. I think for now we'll leave it as is. So awesome on that. And now we have our titaniums. Now, these are extremely messy unboxings, so I apologize. They are, there's just a lot of tape and a lot of wiring and stuff, so I require multiple tools to get these unboxed, so I appreciate your patience. Titaniums came out, let's see, these are 2005, so they're 15-year-old collectibles, and which is just, it's starting to blow my mind that we have essentially, you know, been having the collection, like 25 years we have been collecting actually, that wasn't too ugly as it was. No, that's pretty good. I do tend to, I'll show you something, you know, and I've said this again on previous episodes, but there is a kind of a plasticky insert here, and I don't really like it, and I know that it's there because eventually, you know, gravity being what it is, the character could conceivably, you know, start to come undone. But this is definitely meant to be a display piece. It is not meant to be an action figure piece. But I just don't like that plasticky thing. You know, part of it is that these things, you know, like any other toys, even though it's considered a collectible, you know, these toys have, you know, they have kind of a shelf life. Titanium, obviously, there's a metallic feel to the toys. Ooh. Looks like they had Vader's, ooh. So it's a kind of a metallized helmet. Looks like, it's interesting. It looks like his helmet, I don't know if this second part comes off. I don't know if I want to play with it. So, let me see if I can get a little, I'm not going to do any photos on this one, but it looks like his helmet thing is really just there to kind of help serve as a little piece to keep the actual over-the-top helmet on. Okay, but I don't know, I'll leave the little rubber band thing just to kind of keep it. This is this, now I see why they do it. So it's going to end up happening. All right, this could be a bit unlike. This is the only figure I've seen this happen to. I'm going to leave this like this for now. I got my 2 screws here. I'll screw it back together at the end of the episode, because if I try to screw it together, you know it's going to happen. I'm going to like flip it upside down, and then the helmet's going to fall off, and then it's going to be like playing one of those like marble games to try to get the helmet to go back on. So I can see this is the only figure that of the titanium that I've opened so far that did pose that issue. So I may consider putting this back if I can't get the screws back on without the helmet falling off. I may end up just keeping this in there because it does hold the helmet in place. So we'll consider that. But we'll put that off to the side. And then we have Bosk. All right, we have the Bounty Hunter Bosk. I mean, can we like talk about the Bounty Hunters? I mean all the Bounty Hunters. I'm talking about from Boba Fett all the way through Bosk, IG-88, Dengar, Zuckuss, 4LOM. Can we talk about how these guys had such an amazing look to them that people got inspired to do all sorts of amazing backstories for these characters, when in fact all they were just, you know, actors standing around in a costume doing nothing. They had no dialogue except for Boba Fett. They had no real part of the action. All they were just really cool looking aliens or robots or characters that stood in a line on the Star Destroyer. Vader speaking to them. To me, it's like, let's just ponder that for a minute and how cool that is. You know, it's just amazing to me. I am having a little bit issue, however. Let's see if I can get any other screws in here. Probably not. I can try this one. This is looking like it's being a little bit challenging. The screw doesn't want to come out. Yeah, this one's being a little more challenging. So, again, like, this one came out. Like the Darth Vader one. Now, this one, again, no real issue with the No real issue with the figure itself. It's pretty straight out, but it's just the screw is being extremely challenging. So I think I can take this one, although his arms are up a little high, so that could result in some sagging a little bit later. So you know what? Maybe I'll end up keeping this one plasticed in there, so he's permanently in his setup. All right, I'm gonna get another close-up shot there of here he is. There's the man. And again, these are metallized or metallicized. That doesn't mean that they're like completely metal necessarily. Obviously, Vader had some soft goods in there. So, pretty cool. I thought it was a nice thing. I was a little worried that they were going to release every single figure as a titanium. They only released about 7 or 8, I think. And I do believe I got most of them. But they're a little bit easier to display in this format as opposed to in those oddly shaped, kind of rounded cases. Okay, so I appreciate them like this. I have a little area that I'm putting them all in. So I think these guys will stay in their areas just because I don't want to have to deal with falling helmets, or in this case, I just can't get it unscrewed. So could be. It seems like it's kind of if I use my little pen screwdriver too much, it's gonna just thread it's gonna just, what do they call it? Shave off the thing. It's gonna dry. I don't know the terminology. You know what I mean. But it's gonna make it impossible for me to do anything with the screw. So I'll just put it back together, and it will stay like this. So, whoops. Sorry there, buddy. I haven't done that with you yet. So, that will do it for this wackadoodle episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Check out all my other videos. And again, if you want to support the channel more than just liking, subscribing, and sharing, please check out my TeePublic store and make some purchases. That all proceeds go to support the channel. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, may the Force and the toys, new and old, be with you.